We are originally from Long Island, both of us, and we've been living down in Georgia now for me 6 years and Christine about
12.
We were out for a walk one day. We had been thinking about doing a new kitchen, had been talking about it and thinking we have to start looking around. And we went for a walk. We passed by Trendy Cabinet. We said, let's go take a look. And we walked inside and beautiful displays and thought, all right, we could work with this. And I think we went back after that probably 10 or 15 times before we finally made our decision on what we wanted to do and that we were going to hire Trendy. The biggest issue was cooking. We had the wall oven and microwave, and we had just 5-burner stovetop built in, and the 5-burner I like to cook wasn't nearly enough for us. So one of the things that really drove us was that I wanted a stove. I wanted a stove oven combination.
And the cabinets were starting to not.
Yeah. Couple of the cabinets, they didn't look as bad as they were not functioning properly. We had several doors that were held closed with magnets. So countertops. Yeah, beautiful displays that they have, and the display up front, as Christine said, these cabinets with this countertop. And we love that display. And I kept going back as we looked at the different models and setups in the store, and I kept going back to those to the front cabinets and saying that those are the ones. These are the ones I like. So once we decided on these are the cabinets that we like, he gave us some numbers. This is if we choose these cabinets prices on that, and then from there he introduced us to the contractor. Once we picked the cabinets, introduced us to a general contractor who walked us through the rest of the process. Everything was easy. General contractor brought in the electrician, the plumber, painters, everybody. The windows, we replaced the windows and even did some work up front.
I do love my wine rack over there.
The wine rack, the stove. Everybody loves the backsplash. That gets a lot of compliments. The cabinets are beautiful. They're deeper, particularly the wall cabinets. They're deeper than the old cabinets. The cabinets on the side were shrunk down. We had a 30-inch stovetop, now we have a 36-inch stove. And we lost the cabinets underneath, but because the drawers and the functions of the cabinets, the new cabinets, we actually have more room now. The people at Trendy have been fantastic from start to finish. Everybody at the store, and everybody that we encountered the entire process, the contractors, the general contractor, all of the contractors, everybody was great. There were no issues at all, no cost overruns, no delays, no problems, nothing went wrong the entire installation. From start to finish, everything was on time, everything was within budget, everything went well. I mean, it was like the perfect renovation. Nobody on that crew was hired that morning to help put up the cabinets, right? Nobody was, hey, do you know how to use a screw gun? Come on, we need some help. Everybody was a professional and everybody worked together well. Brandon, the general contractor, had his crew, his painters, his plumbers, his electricians. When Brandon came in, he had the ideas to improve lighting and the window, and so everything from start to finish was perfect. Our neighbor came over and she had done her kitchen renovation 2 years ago. And when she walked in and she looked at ours and she said, oh, I wonder if my husband would be mad if I told him we need to do ours again. I tell everybody from start to finish, it was perfect. Unlike every other renovation I think that's ever been done, we had no issues. The design was perfect. As I said, there were no issues. There were no overruns, no delays, no problems, no mistakes. All of the contractors were perfect, polite, professional. They did their jobs great. I was really amazed at some of the work that had been done. I have told anyone who wants to speak with somebody who's gone through the process, any potential customers, to feel free to give us a call, because I would tell them, as I told my sister-in-law, don't even bother getting other quotes. You know that we had a perfect renovation. Everything is beautiful. Everything came out, like I said, from start to finish. Don't bother going to anybody else and hire Trendy.
Visit our showroom or explore online at trendycabinet.com.